Number stages.
One stage.
Number motors.
One.
Recovery information.
None. Deployment.
And then motor type.
L class.
Range is clear. L789 going in 3, 2, 1.
The NASA USLI competition brings teams from universities across the U.S. to Huntsville, Alabama. The teams compete for closest to 1 mile in altitude.
The UCF team last year won the competition. It is up to us to hold it down.
It is very important to work together. I mean, everybody brings something to the table. Everybody has different ideas.
Well, at the lunchtime, we meet a bunch of interesting guys who know a lot about rockets.
The team works to make final preparations before their first test launch, scheduled for the following day.
A half hour left in the day, we got the motors in just in time.
The motor came with a motor casing, which is an extruded aluminum tube. It comes with a forward bulkhead, the fuel grains, which we actually got 2 reloads of the fuel grains, and we also got a graphite nozzle.
There's a nozzle. It says, look, 102 and 202. They're keeping it separate. I think it's like a safety thing.
Our main parachute was deployed from the nose cone, so we had to sand it to make sure it was a smooth fit.
Drilling holes for the shear pins.
The sketchiest bomb deal ever.
The shear pins are to keep the body tube sections from separating before the separation event.
How many shear pins do you want to make? We drew 4 there, but 4 will drop.
No, it's 3 top, 3 mid.
No, 2.
We did drill 4 though.
We decided to go ahead and drill 4 holes just in case.
Before launch day, we had to check the integrity of all our connections. We shoved these wires in there and soldered them to the input terminals, and then poured epoxy in there so it's super strong, so there's no way of it coming out during flight.
Yeah. Things were going good and something happened.
When I hooked these up, I actually put the positive into the ground and the ground into the positive. When we turn it on, fuse blew.
Is there a way we can isolate this more?
Maybe there's a little solder leaked over that's shorting something out.
Because I mean, we shouldn't have damaged this because the fuse protects it from ever getting that.
Yeah, and this cab is pointing in the right direction.
Yeah,
it's pointing towards the input.
So we checked our connections, found that problem, fixed it, put a new fuse in, rechanged the capacitor.
Take this out. Just keep going down the line.
Yeah, there's the switch. The switch is positive. Didn't blow, no shorts, so we're good there.
We realized we weren't going to be able to get any of the parts in on time, so we decided we were going to have to run the launch without the equipment.
Located in Palm Bay, Florida, the team arrives at the Spaceport Rocketry launch site. The team begins work preparing the rocket for launch.
Seems like not even making it. Yeah, come on.
We were having a problem getting the smoke element inside because I guess the casing around it was a little too large.
Be careful with that. Take the O-rings off.
See, I think it's
No, it's an nozzle.
So we had to file it down, get a slanted edge on it.
But
Get the same angle that I got, keep going around and it should slide right in. You on your own, guys.
thanks. Should slowly insert the forward bulkhead into the forward tire.
The last steps were we put the fuel grains in and then put the nozzle on top with the O-rings, keeping it still shut.
That's water.
Motor casing. I'm always gonna light up inside the rocket, you don't want that.
Oh, no, we don't.
Bernie told us to take extra measures to retain the motor into the casing so it wouldn't fall out during launch. So we added up the bracket to retain it.
That's very good.
We needed to have EMI shielding. Launch sites are a great place to find people with experience.
The best person is Steve Polyak. You can see the top of his white awning.
So I wanted to talk to you about some way of shielding it.
The transmitter, what's going to happen is the transmitter is going to put out a signal, and its signal is going to go up the antenna line. Now where's the antenna from this?
On the top of the bulkhead.
Now the EMI is going to be from right here. It's going to take these altimeters and they're just going to couple them. Here's what's happened in the past.
Right.
Unless you have a ground point underneath that antenna, it will conduct EMI and cause the antenna to I used a metallized ground plane, like a piece of aluminum tape, and beneath that, the electronics was in a separate bay, about 6 inches or 8 inches away.
But one thing we talked about is we have tack-on tape, and that's insulating.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's the best in the universe. Now, if you have to put it around an insulating board that sits between these two, you're all right.
Talking to Steve was awesome.
For the launch, we have to turn on both our altimeters, the GPS, the Arduino, and the plasma circuit.
So I was asking Bernie about how much black powder we should use. 4 grams of black powder for both wells. Okay. Alright. Better to blow the thing apart than not have it blow apart.
A little bit of water.
Where's the wire stripper? Because I don't need this E-match this long. So to install the E-match, first we plug it into the terminal strip that's on the bulkhead. So we route the E-matches into the ejection wells, tape them in place, and then we continue loading the black powder charges.
Where?
Lots of dangerous explosives here.
For the final assembly procedures, we needed to attach a shock cord to the U-bolts.
The eyes are also like
Then finally we can make the sections together.
Right there. Now let go.
Everything's done.
We're ready to launch.
That dog to that little bit.
Okay, is it time? Tabs are closed. Range clear. We have 9. L7 time. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding. And where we've got smoke, we're going to have fire.
What's good?
It will go. On nose cone.
Ejection charge parts.
Got to be about now.
Oh, that's not far away.
That part of the field can be a little rough. Think you wouldn't have any trouble finding a rocket bed?
The rocket landed about a third of a mile away in some really tall brush, and the GPS wasn't giving us strong enough signals, so we ended up searching for it for over an hour.
I think it arced more than we thought.
After successfully completing their first test launch, the team looks forward to competing in Alabama.